The true expense of a delicacy, the common pig. Pork is top of the line not only for its flavor, but it is likewise a top choice in numerous societies around the globe. Known as the world's most widely consumed meat, pork is also one of the top meats internationally, giving it an impressive 36% out of all other animal flesh. It might even be insignificant that at Pesi 150 per kilogram cheaper than the cheapest primary meat, fish, and poultry average packet price. Pork can nonetheless lay a real claim to reproduce in households across global culinary traditions. But lurking within its perceived goodness is a danger that has been alarming consumers worldwide: parasites. Pigs harbor a range of deadly pathogens, some carried even in the undercooked meat. Trichinosis, a deadly infection caused by the microscopic parasite Trichinella, is particularly concerning when it comes to pork consumption. A growing concern. The pressure mounted on this matter when a brief news clip featuring the image of a brain scan surfaced that another person had been struck by parasitic worms moving around his head as well. This was a disturbing image that led to an outcry and discussions on the safety of pork consumption. Trichinosis trichinellosis, an infection caused by consuming undercooked meat from animals infected with the larvae of a species of randomism called Trichinella, present e.g. in bears but also pork products. Beef, not a common source for Trichinella because of the absence of meat in cow diets. However, pigs easily spread this parasite. Cross-contamination can also take place when equipment used to handle infected pork is then used for processing beef or other meats. The invisible threat. That is when Trichinella enter the body. The adult female worms live for several weeks to years. The host immune response does not eliminate them from striated muscle cells until long after infection, but in most patients they will be detectable by microscopic examination of biopsies taken 6 months post-infection. The clinical symptoms usually resolve over 2 or 3 months. However, a persistent disease may be observed despite the larvae leave. In some instances, larvae may migrate to muscles near major organs and cause potentially life-threatening complications like myocarditis, inflammation of the heart muscle, and encephalitis, infection in endonothic brain. A matter of choice. Yes, meat can be ridden with parasites. And yes, tapeworms could come from any meat that you eat not fully cooked or raw. However, the tapeworms from beef, Taenia saginata, and pork, Taenia solium, are different, with each causing unique problems. Ultimately, all these risks encourage one to ask questions if they would like to go on eating pork. Proper food safety knowledge and behavior are ever important. Cooking pork to an inside temperature of at least 145 degrees, 63 degrees C, will prevent trichinosis. But how much of the pork you have eaten has been consumed undercooked? Conclusion. Despite barely changing and a smaller price, it still is enjoyed by many to this day. Nevertheless, parasites can cause health problems for hosts, and that underscores the importance of food safety on informed choices. Despite this, consumers can minimize their risk of parasitic infections from pork by staying vigilant and cooking it safely. So is pork still okay to eat? Should you continue eating pork? Well armed with knowledge and caution. The choice is yours.